Hey guys, what's up? Normally I don't give a little peek behind the curtain, if you will. I'm at work. You know, Dave and I work at the same place. We've been extremely busy lately, and I just haven't had time to get a show together. I apologize for the lateness for all of our Patreon patrons, but for everyone else, this is coming out on time, so never mind. Anyway, but I just want to say, we have been extremely busy. We've had the holidays come up. We've had illness in my house come up, and Dave's. Yay, kids. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to all of our fans out there and to anyone listening right now. This is a greatest hits of a little bit of what we've got going on the old 77. As of late, we've changed styles. We added 2 people. We lost 1. We added 2 more. The show is completely different now. You should give it a go. We're only getting better, man. And here's a best of what we've had as of late. Thank you for listening to the one and only Old 77.
Thank you for listening to the Old 77 podcast.
Matt Francis, you have been selected to join the women's swimming team. You have the ball, the ovaries, whatever. Give me a call back, biatch. Oh, who are you?
Turn it up, let it blast.
Hey, bitches. This is Old 77 Podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Impressive.
Warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
Yeah, it's called sign your titty on the runny kind.
Join our Patreon Clubhouse today. Clubhouse members get early access to episodes and exclusive after-hours content at patreon.com/theold77podcast.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks for listening.
I hate your face.
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
Hey, buddy. From the Old 77 Studios.
This is
the
Old 77.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world. I love it. I love it, man.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Good. Good.
How are you over there?
Peachy dandy, man.
So as most of you know, we're a threesome right here at the Old 77.
That's right.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
We have a little announcement to make. Maddie has decided to take a little step back for a little bit. Just a little sabbatical.
Little sabbatical.
He's going to step away. Chair's always open, brother. Feel free to come back at any time.
Always, man. Always.
Just felt we needed to get that out straight away.
Absolutely, man.
You know?
Maddie, we love you, dude.
Dearly, brother.
That's all you need to know, man.
Yeah, dearly.
That's all you need to know. So here we are. Episode 109.
We're at 109, man.
God.
We actually have news on a story that we broke here. We broke right here on the Old 77.
Old 77 exclusive.
Grab that right there. You guys, I'm sure every fan of the show remembers Leanne, our realtor from the lake.
Ah, we love Leanne.
She tried to hire a hitman to kill her mother-in-law, and if I remember right, it was like $1,500. She was only willing to pay.
No. Or was it? Yeah, it was $1,500.
It was like $1,500.
Yeah, it was not.
You know, I got to get rid of this bitch, but to be honest, I'm on a budget.
Yeah. Can you share my screen over here, Scott?
Man.
I got
what do you got over
up.
there? Oh, yeah, there she is.
I can't believe that
picture.
I know. Look at her. She's a hot mess, man.
God.
Okay, so here we go. Leanne Bauman is once again in hot water with prosecutors over a bond violation. This time, Bauman, accused of attempting to take a hit out on her ex-mother-in-law, has allegedly tested positive for THC, which is short for tetrahydrocannabinol.
Oh, Dave with the knowledge.
I know a lot about weed. So yeah, it's psychoactive. It's weed, basically.
Right.
They found weed. Yeah.
So they found weed in her system. From what I read in that story, she was out hanging out in like a nightclub at a bar in Columbia.
Yeah, in Columbia.
And somebody picked up the phone, was like, "Hey, Leanne's up in here. Y'all need to get the cops.
Y'all better get her. She can't go out in public anymore,
Well,
man.
she wasn't allowed. She's on probation, right?
Yes.
I mean, she tried to kill her mother-in-law for the mere sum.
Now, just so that we get all sides of the story, let me just say this.
Yes.
She says she has a prescription for cannabis from a doctor in St. Louis and stated, quote, "The truth will prevail in my February trial." So we'll see. I was telling you off the air, man, I hope that trial's televised.
I know, right? It won't be.
Probably not.
No. But that'll be an interesting one to follow.
Could be the next Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
No. God, no.
Except there's no Johnny Depp.
Right, except there's no Johnny Depp here.
Yeah.
And if there was, she would shit in his bed and then try to kill it.
Leanne, I know you listen to this show every week, so I just want to let you know.
Oh, she's an avid fan. Yes,
the boys here at the old 77 are praying for you.
Yeah.
We know this is a hit job. No pun intended, right?
It's a frame up, and that frame was so cheaply put together at $1,500.
Man, she just can't keep herself out of trouble, man.
She's got it. Man, this is like, what, her third offense, too, according to that?
Now, see, this is a slightly old article because it says that she's scheduled to stand trial in February of 2022.
Okay, what about the one that's printed out?
The one that's printed out says... So the one that's printed out here is from May 19th of this year, not that long ago.
No.
So, yeah, drinking at a local watering hole. Witnesses called the Columbia Police Department. She received a visit from the Columbia PD at her hotel after receipts verified she had been at the bar drinking. After being tested by law enforcement, records show she had levels of alcohol and THC, both violations of her bond conditions set forth in Camden County Court. Yada, yada, yada.
That's my kind of girl right there.
Yeah. Oh, and here's what you were talking about earlier, Scotty.
Yeah.
She had recently been residing in Connecticut.
Yes.
With her boyfriend.
She's not even in the state anymore. How is that possible?
Yeah, when you're on probation.
When you're on probation from trying to attempted murder for hire, how can you legally leave the state?
That's I don't.
That's what I don't understand.
You would think she would be a so-called flight risk. So she's in rehab now.
Of course she is. She's up in Boone County, right?
Well, she's in Booneville.
Is
Booneville Boone County?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely. Booneville, Boone County.
I'm the one from Missouri, and I don't even know.
What county are you in now, Dave?
Cole County.
Cole County.
I know that much, and I live in Callaway County.
Yeah?
That's all I really need to know.
Well, you cross the bridge, you're in Callaway, right?
Correct. So we got a bond hearing that was held in front of the judge on May 23rd in Camden County, and she did not appear.
Yeah.
Her attorney advised the court that she was an inpatient at Valley Hope, which is the rehab center.
Yeah.
So he gained a continuance on the bond revocation hearing to July 6th. So that's the date, folks, July 6th. They're trying to throw my girl Leanne under the bus here, man.
Right?
I'm just saying.
I feel so bad for her, man.
So
I really
this is
do.
like the third time she has violated her bond?
If I read that right, it's her third time.
She violated it in September of last year by testing positive for THC.
Well, she's got a prescription.
Yeah. Prior to that, she violated bond by contacting her daughter in spite of an active protection order.
Oh, shit. Her daughter put that out against her? Have to be if she contacted her, and that's a violation.
She served 48 hours in the Laclede County Jail in November 2021 for a bond violation. It's unknown how long she's going to be in rehab. So now they're saying the jury trial for the murder conspiracy charge, which is the big one, obviously, is set to begin in February of next year.
Damn.
So set your TiVo now, folks.
Right, set the DVR.
Yep. Is TiVo still a thing anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't think TiVo was the brand name, right? DVR was what it was.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you see that Russia has rebranded all of the McDonald's restaurants?
Well, McDonald's pulled out of Russia, right?
So now there's like the Russian version of McDonald's now.
Vladimir's.
With all different branding, and like from what I've read, the only difference is that there's not a Big Mac on the menu. But other than that, like
it's Big Moscow, right?
It's all the same shit with different names.
It's not like McDonald's has reinvented the wheel.
No,
it's just burgers and fries.
It's worked for them.
I mean, shit, man. They don't even have milkshakes anymore.
It's worked for them. They don't have milkshakes anymore.
Do you get milkshakes? Do you get any kind of ice cream at your McDonald's? I went up to my McDonald's the other day, and on the drive-thru, all the ice cream products straight had a line through them that said "Coming soon."
What are the things called that's kind of like a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, but the McDonald's version of it? What are those things called?
McFlurry?
McFlurry.
Yeah.
They still have those, right?
If you can get ice cream, man.
Well, I hear that
their ice cream machines are notoriously always broken.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I think it should be like a law that every McDonald's should have to have like a flag, right? And if the flag's up, that means no ice cream today.
Save a lot of people a lot of time,
right?
Man.
It saved lives.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
My very first job. I'm pretty sure we just recorded a whole episode in between segments.
We did,
now.
we did.
But one of the many topics that we hit on is my old friend Leanne Bauman.
So, guys, remember the realtor from the lake that tried to murder her in-laws for
yes, sir.
X amount of
$1,200
dollars. Yeah.
Something that
It was was it 1,000 or 5,000?
It was like $1,500 if I remember right. Yeah.
It was something that was hilarious.
That picture alone, man, she got dolled up to go to jail. I feel like that's
I'm gonna put my
Goodfellas,
face
man.
on.
Right? That's
Ooh,
Goodfellas. You sit in the back of the car, you fucking put your makeup on, now take me to jail.
Yeah.
She looks gangster as fuck in that.
Right?
picture,
Ain't fucking with that
honestly.
chick.
Straight up, she's like, I tried to hire somebody to kill somebody.
Have you ever been like so drunk at the bar that you picked this woman up accidentally? Like not her particularly personally, but you know the category that she falls in.
I'd like to say no, but yes.
Yeah. So the reason why we're bringing our good friend Leanne up is that she has apparently violated her bond.
She's
going
going
back to jail.
She's going to the Poke Boys.
She went out drinking, which she was not supposed to be able to do, because of the whole trying to murder her mother-in-law thing.
So the story I heard, it sounds pretty shitty, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her. It sounds like she was out at a Columbia bar, getting her shit on, doing her thing, not hurting anybody, and somebody saw her and called up the popo.
Oh, somebody snitched, to be sure. 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, you used to have the Price is Right thing on.
Oh, it should still be on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So she had to go to jail for 4 days for violating her bond. We are still waiting on like an actual trial.
We haven't seen any trial yet.
Yeah, conspiracy.
It's not on there?
Big deal.
No, I found it up
Oh, okay.
If they try to like put a conspiracy on you, I know like you're going away for
Little
a long
delay.
time.
Little delay, but it had to happen now. We built it up too much.
Conspiracy is a big fucking deal, man.
Yeah.
If you get caught doing that, yeah. So
when you try to buy somebody off to kill somebody else off.
Carol Baskin.
That's the only
the good old days.
That's the only bitch still rolling.
Dustin, here's my favorite part of the story.
St. Louis Zoo has a
Investigators
couple
say
of
a
tigers.
text message from Bauman to her children read, quote, "Your grandmother will die," end quote.
Oh my god.
She even texted this
She even told her kids, bro, like, hey, grandma's
So,
probably not going to be around much longer.
She put it in
Grandma's about to go night-night.
Hey man, just heads up, I'm gonna kill your granny. All right, fuck that bitch.
I'm not serious, but I'm serious.
But I'm saying,
So what is she like? Is she like
Allegedly.
one of those chicks that got by on her looks when she was young, and now she's like
Probably.
Has
The
to
way
be.
she-
retarded or
She was
the way
in
looks
pageants.
now.
scroll back up there, man. Scroll
There
back
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
So the whole reason why I know
Yeah.
this chick is that I had a buddy in school
There you go.
whose stepsister was in beauty pageants, and this chick was in pageants with her.
With the amount of
Okay,
makeup she
'cause-
has on.
You
Yeah, I
can
was
tell
gonna
by
say
looking
that
at this
makes
chick
sense.
She
Yeah.
probably.
We are all
peaked.
talking over each other right now.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're all drunk. By the way.
I'm mad at all of us, not just you guys. I'm mad at me too. Yeah,
I've had a couple of old fashions here,
I know. Me too. Well, actually, I'm still sipping on the first one,
but still, I mean, holy shit.
but I've got this too. So I'm tag teaming it tonight. Neither
Gang,
Scotty or I have had an old fashioned before tonight.
And
Look at
I've-
Dustin over there rocking two of them too. Yeah,
I'm washing my straight whiskey down with an old.
Scott, who is this show brought to us by though? Who
So
actually
the show
makes that?
tonight, the Knob Creek.
No, that's not it.
This is the Knob
I
Creek
apologize.
version of, I can't remember who it is.
of an old fashioned.
It's an old fashioned premix.
Andrea, what does that
made
bottle
by
say?
Knob Creek.
Andrea's putting her glasses on, so you know
it's
she's
getting
serious.
serious
Yeah,
now.
some serious shit.
On the Rocks, made with Knob Creek.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
very tasty.
It
has
is
a very
tasty as shit.
the two most prominent smells that I'm noticing here is it definitely tastes like oranges,
Yeah, you get that orange and a little cherry.
and it's also got a very like woody taste.
It pairs really well with the Knob Creek. I can definitely tell there's Knob Creek in that. It's fucking delicious, whatever it is.
And I
Do
mean,
you add your extra whiskey to it or what?
I mean,
no,
you
it's
could,
already in there, dude.
But it's already in there.
dude,
you could. But
it
it's
is
already
strong.
In there. Yeah,
that
I think
shit
it's
is
strong.
man.
And on top of that, we're also brought to you by Elijah Craig. Brand new bottle of Elijah.
An old sponsor of the show.
Never go wrong with Elijah Craig.
Don't leave home without it,
No.
folks.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So we're
Usually
all
when we get Elijah Craig bottles, they go away real quick.
They do.
Real quick.
And that's cheap whiskey too, right?
No.
I mean, it's not like super
I
expensive.
mean, it's not like top dollar shit, but I think that's like a $31 bottle, maybe a $32 bottle, and a $25 bottle right here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they're not expensive, but I spent $60 at the liquor store.
You know,
Drink up, bitches.
Money well spent.
Hell yes.
You know, we
I
could be
wanted that
drinking this
old-fashioned.
every week if they would just.
If they would only send it to
If
us.
they
None
would
of
just
us
sponsor
sponsor.
our show.
Yeah.
And send us a free bottle.
We will pimp
Just like Red
you
Bull.
out. Sponsors of the show, official.
Red Bull would also
Red
be
Bull.
nice.
Delicious.
I heard it gives
Yeah.
you wings. Is that
I'll
true?
start doing some extreme sports.
And I'm going to tell you, if this
Stunts.
is your beer, this is my favorite beer. As a matter of fact, hang on.
A
there
great
you go.
Pilsner brew.
Oh,
hold up.
he's gonna ruin a sticker.
Oh, no.
He's gonna ruin it.
This could be your logo.
This could be you.
Hold on, let me see that.
I was gonna say, hold up, let me. There we go. There you go. This here could be you.
For the small fee of.
If we only knew a brewery in town that would partner with us.
I know, man. And
I
then,
wish they would partner with us.
Biscuit could come bend shit. At
I
your
know,
place.
right?
Dude, whenever I was 16, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, so I was going to go to the Ringling Brothers School and be a
Did you
clown.
really think about running away to clown college?
And then
110%.
bending shit for a living?
No, that,
No,
came
that was
later in
before.
life.
That was before he knew he could do that.
Dude, if you knew you could have bended, that would have been the deal sealer. That would have sealed the fucking deal, right?
Right?
Could have put you in the freak show,
Fucking
bro.
roadie.
Yeah, you could
You
have
ever
been.
thought about wrestling?
That fucking
No.
hammer you handed over that
Dude,
first
you'd be-
day.
I
Like,
keep
get
forgetting
out
to
of
bring cool
here.
stuff like that.
You'd be good at wrestling.
Can you take an
for sure.
ass whooping?
No. As long as as long as it's not in the face. I
Like,
mean, the elephant in the
you
room
can be
here's the
strong
nose.
and not durable. Like that's
No,
the
I
thing.
get that. I
Like,
get that.
I'm
how
pretty good.
durable are you? Like, can you get tackled 3 or 4 times and get back up?
Probably. We used to have fights in my dad's shop.
Did you ever play football?
No, fuck no. I don't believe in team sports.
Huh, okay.
Amen, brother.
You might.
Colts.
What do you think about it?
It's a sports cult.
Kinda. I mean, when you really think about it.
It's like the fucking FLDS, but for football, right? Did I say that right? Is it
No, I have no idea.
FLDS?
Sure.
Let me know if you ever get interested in that.
And wanting to wrestle?
Yeah.
Dustin
actually has wrestling connections.
has a background.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
So, like, what did
I don't
you?
have them here, but I have people that can.
What
find
did you
them.
used to do?
I was a jack of all trades. I did everything.
Right, but like you actually like. You were a wrestling promoter, didn't you? Like actually, like have a bunch of dudes under you, and you were writing scripts.
I
and
was
shit?
writing, but I wasn't promoting. That's like
That's
I
a
worked,
difference.
I worked in the office. Like it was just another job. Like it was like just a different job.
Right.
And most of what you do when you're writing is you're consulting. Because like you don't just sit down. It ain't like WWE where you come up to the boys and you're like,
"This is what you're doing."
Yeah, here's your promo, word for word, memorize it, and and all that shit. Here's your match, move by move.
So these guys actually had a say in their stuff.
Oh, that they had most of the say. Like what they didn't have a say in is who they're working with.
Okay.
So they would
I knew there was a catch.
The booker pairs you with somebody.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like I'm the booker and you guys are on the thing. So it's going to be tonight. It's going to be Biscuit and me versus Scotty and Dave. Or it's
Let's
going
make
to be
this happen.
me
'Cause
and
that
Dave.
actually sounds like an entertaining thing.
Sure does.
Episode 177.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Sorry, Dave, you're going down.
See, I always played the heel, so I got the toughest guy next to me.
Oh yeah.
Because he's going to tote the ass whooping and everything. Especially if I have to get in the ring, he's going to do most of the work. Like I'm going to come in, tote an ass whooping straight at the end.
Right.
And then get beat. But like most of the entertaining shit ain't gonna be me doing. I can't
No,
do it.
hell no.
But I was a manager, like Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart. I would basically wear a suit and tie, stand at ringside. They'd get guys that couldn't talk so good. And
These guys couldn't talk so good.
They'd put me on the old 70s. They'd put me with them, and I would do that, or I would do color commentary.
Yeah.
I hated doing play-by-play though, because I never did bother learning the moves, and when they told me to do
It's
it,
a tough job to do, man.
Oh fuck yes,
like,
it is.
fuck that. That don't even
Play by
sound like
play's
fun.
tough, man. You
So-
gotta be a sport nerd to get that down.
For sure.
What sport do you guys think would be the hardest sport to call? And I will go first. Fucking hockey, because
Nope.
hockey is fast paced
Nope.
as fuck.
I was thinking basketball.
Basketball is also.
Nope.
Football?
Wrestling.
Yeah, that would be hard to call.
I
guess.
actually
Like
have
high
a
school.
school that does collegiate wrestling, and all they do is turn the mic over to the whatever the floor is, and they're like, "Brrr," and they're yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. I've never heard anything like it, man.
Yeah.
It's just one dude in the mic like, "Oh my god, he's and that's
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks about that kind of wrestling is afterward there's nothing.
Oh yeah.
There's no major league of wrestling. I mean
No.
WWE, but I mean that's
Oh
not
yeah,
the same.
that kind of wrestling.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, you go like, well, no, they took it out of the Olympics.
Did they? They
Yeah.
took wrestling.
Did they
Yeah.
take wrestling out of the
there's no-
Olympics?
there's
Why?
no wrestling in the Olympics.
Why
Yeah,
would
there
they
really
take
isn't.
wrestling out? That's so
don't
stupid.
know.
That was the first one.
That was what the Olympics was like based on.
That pisses me
You,
off.
you took the
Greco-Roman
original
wrestling.
Olympic. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
you made them
man.
get dressed. Take away the olive oil. I mean, good God.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, no.
You don't watch a sport unless they're naked.
What's the amateur wrestling move that you can do where you can stick your finger up their ass? It's called like the claw.
Oh, dude, there's so many fucking amateur like high school kids giving dudes the thumb in the ass.
I think we used to call it the Alabama hook, but I don't know. I don't know
like
what
the rusty like fish hook or something.
Rusty
like that.
trombone.
It could have been the Alabama fish hook. Now that you say fish hook,
Yeah.
I think it could have been
That
the Alabama
sounds
fish
about
hook.
right.
Because what you would do is you'd reach under and you'd stick your fingers up their ass, and then you turn like a hook.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sorry, ain't no man going.
That'll get him off of you real quick.
I'm tapping.
Yeah,
I'm tapping.
Yeah.
Unless I really enjoy that, I'm tapping.
Now-
Lean back into it.
Oh yeah, Daddy, give me another Hemi.
Oh,
Scott, did you know that Leanne Bauman appeared in an episode of Days of Our Lives?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm looking at a People magazine
Let's put
article
that up.
about her,
Oh
man.
my god.
wait, is this the bitch that got busted?
Yeah, here's another picture of her right there.
Damn.
Wearing a,
She
like
was
a
in Days
Jack
of Our Lives.
Daniels shirt.
That was in happier times, I'm sure. Yeah, so
The things go when you looks go, man.
No, man, that was about the time she wanted to kill the
So you
bitch.
get
She
one?
just then acted on it later.
the self-described pistol-packing cheer mom of two teenage girls was well-connected realtor and businesswoman. Yada yada yada.
I picked up her accident the other day. No, I'm just dude had a pistol. I'm just saying.
So this is here's the other thing that Scott knows, but you guys might not know. She's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for boat racing.
Huh.
Yeah, her
You know, I
looks.
really thought that would have been something else.
So when did she start smoking meth?
I know, right? Well,
I know someone like that. Like you've got a lot of good things going for you. You're just like, fuck my in-laws.
Well, she was a realtor too. I mean, that's a high dollar market down there. At
She's
the
a
fucking
realtor
lake.
at the lake, so she
God.
probably is
She was
smoking some
making
meth.
in some money, right?
But she's a
Yeah.
realtor after she thought she was going to be famous. That ain't like you and me
Yes.
becoming a realtor and
No, you're right. You're right.
like.
There's
She
people in
settled for
Jeff
that.
City right now that are like that. They're realtors that put on these great big extravagant internet shows.
Yeah.
I know exactly what
Oh,
you
for
mean.
sure.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of them. I watched one of them.
Conspiracy to commit murder, man.
That's fucked up.
So then they interviewed like one of her.
Oh yeah, got to throw that
friends?
in there.
Oh boy, here we go.
God damn.
Her friend says.
Whoa, go back up. Go back up.
Yeah, hold up.
You ever seen that picture?
Nah.
It's a good one, right?
It's so stereotyped with the
Right?
little dog.
Yeah, with the little
She's
dog.
getting white girl basic.
She killed the dog right after the picture was taken.
No. She paid the photographer to kill the dog.
so that
Like $400.
Want to make $50?
Like, oh my god, it pissed on me.
So you want to make a quick 50
On the old zone.
Yeah, so she claimed that her friend that snitched on her was just trying to like extort her or like blackmail her.
Oh, wouldn't that be the ultimate FU? If it wasn't done for like legit reasons and she was just trying to be an asshole to get
a
you back.
bitch.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh man, this is awful.
Y'all ever know those two sisters in high school that slept with each other's brother? That's what I felt like that was.
No.
You know,
You
like
know,
this.
it's at high school at the wrong fucking time. You guys got all these cool ass stories. I'm like, nah.
No,
You
but
never knew.
nothing.
You never knew two chicks in school that like were sisters and dated
No.
like the same dude.
No, but that's a whole category on Pornhub.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but they
yeah.
had like in my like when I went to Helias, they had like a
Dogs are barking.
they had like
Pizza's
this
here.
thing. It was
Oh, you ordered pizza?
Yeah, we ordered a pie.
they called it like
Shit.
the Lodge Squad, and like a bunch of them would just go out to like this like I think it was like
Oh,
a
dude, we should have
trailer.
the pizza man come in while we're doing this.
Dude, we tried
Yeah,
that.
I remember that.
Hey, baby, see if the pizza man wants to come on a podcast.
Tell him to come down.
Tell him to come down.
Y'all want me to go get him?
Let's take a break real quick while we're doing this thing. Hold that story, man.
Well, we should stay on the air. if
all
his
right, we
ass
should-
comes
okay,
down
well,
here. Yeah, I mean, it,
Fuck, he's really going.
it probably,
Oh shit!
it probably
He's a
won't-
big man, but he nimble as hell.
Yeah.
Dude, he took off out of here, too. Like, wow. We tried this once at Maddie's, man. So we were doing a podcast, Dave and I both.
Hold up! If Dustin walked over, he's like, "Podcast?" I'd be like, what?
We tried to get the pizza delivery dude on, and he was like, no.
But that was.
I feel like that's about to happen.
But in all
Where'd you-
fairness to the pizza man, that was at like 1 a.m. too.
That's a good
You
point.
know.
I think it was 2:30, actually.
It's 8:40.
either
It's
that-
8:45. So this guy's got no excuse.
Well, exactly.
I got Mike's over here.
Am I gonna get a good tip?
Dave,
I'll
That-
tip him.
that's
Dave,
what
reach
that's
up,
what
turn
matters.
turn the wireless unit on right there, and I'll give the dude a mic if he comes down. I can't believe Dustin took him.
Jesus, I'm knocking shit over.
You got it, bro.
Where's it at?
It's right there, man. Push the center button.
Oh, I thought I
No,
saw
no.
somebody walk in.
Next one over. Next
I'm seeing
one over.
shit in your basement, bro.
Have you?
I thought I just saw somebody walk in.
There you go.
You mean
Went that way.
Center button. Boom. Done.
I'm putting $5 on the pizza man not coming downstairs.
Yeah, I am too. But still,
I never carry cash, so I can't do these things. I feel bad when
if his ass comes down here, I'm tipping him at least $5.
Hey, there's the
automatically.
pizza. All right. Well, I'm on the mic right here, so if he does come down,
Is Dustin coming? Where's Dustin?
He wouldn't do
God damn it!
You got it from
All right.
Domino's?
Well, that pizza man just lost a good $5 tip.
he just lost a $5
The pizza
tip.
man from Domino's. Stick a quarter in your ass because you
That's
played
so funny.
yourself.
You know he's gonna listen now.
Hey, there you go. We're getting listened.
We are-
one way or another.
We are officially not putting Domino's in the pizza eating contest.
If he Googles this address,
Flip it
it's
on.
gonna come up old
To
77.
be fair, the last time I ordered pizza, this guy took it to our neighbors like cattywampus.
Same guy?
Yeah, I remember the name.
Dude.
Did he kind of look like
A dumbass?
No, who was it?
He's just saying that.
Was it Hurley from?
I couldn't see him
Three
that
Stooges?
No, not Curly. Hurley from that Lost. That
Oh, from Lost. Great big dude from Lost.
He looked kind of little.
Okay, well this is. It said the same name.
I love
as
how
the
you're
last
out of
one.
breath, man.
I fucking ran.
fucking ran up them
Dude,
stairs.
he had long gone. I got upstairs and Mrs. Car Wash was up there.
Mrs. Car Wash.
And I was like, "Where's the pizza guy?" And then she was like, "He's already left." So
Oh, you didn't get to talk to him?
no, I caught up.
Wait, he's calling you right now, bro. That's him.
Oh, that's my brush your teeth.
That's your brush your teeth alarm?
Yeah, you don't remember that from last time?
No, that was the pizza man. You know what? You missed your chance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You already broke our heart.
Put him on speaker.
Let's
We
take a
don't
break
love
then,
you
Dave.
anymore.
All right.
Oh my
Fine.
goodness.
Now that we're all depressed that
We
the
had
pizza
the
man
mic
couldn't
and
come
everything.
downstairs.
Let's take a break. Fuck that guy. Let's take a break and enjoy his pizza.
You know what?
We're 0 for 2 on Pizza Man joining us. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's a good point.
Just hit it from the same spot.
Hashtag domino disappointment.
Let's make it trend, fuckers.
So yeah, that's just a little taste of what we've become here on the old 77. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our latest episode, which I think is one of our best here with the new Core 4. So let's get to a break. We'll be back right after this here on the old 77. Thanks for sticking around and listening. You're the best.
You'll never forget the day your home was invaded by super GoBots, each sold separately from Tonka.
Cooling it down with the old 77.
So, just saying, welcome back.
Welcome back to that.
What the hell were we talking about?
Very dark, disturbing shit.
Speaking of disturbing shit, Dave, weren't you talking something about a squatty potty earlier?
I have it written down right here.
But is that
On a napkin.
But is that
On a
really
napkin. On a
a disturbing
butt napkin,
shit,
my lord.
or is it a pleasant shit?
So
fucking
let's
amazing.
talk about the squatty potty.
Let's.
I think it's time.
It's high time.
It's time for us to have
There's
this
a natural
conversation.
way
Every
for you to
podcast, in the
defecate.
course of things, every podcast, you have to have the squatty potty conversation.
Biscuit, we need
okay?
to have a talk, brother.
Joe Rogan had to have it. All of the big guys, they've hit the squatty potty on the show, and we would be doing our viewers a disservice if we did not do that.
Sadly, Squatty Potty has not even been contacted about this. We have not received a Squatty Potty for this.
Free advertisement. You're welcome.
So you're welcome, Squatty.
I
and the
would
potty.
really like
You're
one.
welcome, Squatty and
You
the
want a
potty.
Squatty Potty?
I always hear good things. Everybody I know that has a squatty potty says they love the squatty potty.
I don't have a squatty potty, but I use a stool that
I
acts
feel like
a
they're
squatty
rough on my
potty.
knees.
Yeah,
as
but-
an old man, they're rough on my knees.
See, my thing is, it really helped my hemorrhoids. I had some damn hemorrhoids.
Oh, the Hemis. Yeah, I totally get that.
Well, it helps you empty out completely.
It's the way you poop. So the
It's
way
the
we
angle.
It's the way that your
we
colon
go
lines
now,
up.
people sit on the toilet at like a 45, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of doing your thing, sitting there and
Cuts
doing
it
your
off.
business.
Yeah, cuts
and
it off.
apparently that angle pinches some kind of nerve ending or something in your back.
Sure, but it also makes for like much dirtier, shittier, nastier shit.
But the squatty potty,
the squatty potty, the whole turd comes out. You don't have. Generally speaking, you don't have to worry about wiping your ass a billion times.
Do you have a clean?
Because it
do
all
you have a
comes
clean
out.
break on the squatty potty?
Usually, when I use the squatty potty method, because I don't actually have a squatty potty.
Oh, we're using
this is the Davy Train method.
Yeah, this is the Davy Train method.
Davy Train.
So I was telling Biscuit. So what I do
comes the Davy
is
Train.
I get on my 2 legs like this.
Perfect timing.
Like I'm doing this. Okay. And hold on, let me get the
Oh
angle
my
right.
God, it's like
Let me get the angle right. Angle.
Okay. So I do like this, and
Oh my God.
bathroom
Bro,
is
you been
very
doing squats?
My bathroom is very small, and so I have
Do you legitimately do the squats?
So I have to grab.
Look at the booty.
I have to grab the door frame because the door's right next to the toilet. So I grab the door frame, and I just let it go, boys. I just let it go, and it all comes out. And it all comes out.
I just opened the door frame.
I'm telling you,
hold on for
I've
dear
saved
life.
so much money on toilet paper since I started squatting that way.
Oh my God!
You use a lot of toilet paper?
Used to, not anymore. Now that I
Really?
squat and hold onto my door frame.
That's got to be a rough one, man. Especially
Was it
when
like
you're out
wiping a
there on
marker?
the old.
It was like wiping a fucking baby diaper, man.
Like you just kept wiping, and it was
and there would be more shit.
Well, you wipe until you're clean, right?
Because generally, if you're sitting the way that most people sit on the toilet, it forces you in a lot of cases to have to cut your turd off. So
you guys know the whole
so you got
sitting
a half
like a
of
samurai on the toilet?
No, what's that?
So you got to sit, like you normally would, right? But then you put one foot up over the other. So
Like this?
like your ankle and your knee are sitting there. So you're like,
oh my God.
You got to sit there and you got to poop like this.
Ooh, why?
Oh, bro.
Because it keeps you
Hold up.
it keeps you at a constant state of alert, and then you have on the
alert.
side that your knee is, right. So on the side you keep your sword over here because it's samurai times, and if you have to like pull your shit while you're taking a shit, then you have one step up to where you're automatically ready to go.
Dude, if I had to fight you right now, I would cut your fucking head off. It would roll across the floor. I will deal with your corpse in a minute.
Yeah, not while I'm shitting like a
I
samurai.
would be so
I'm just
fucking
like,
mad.
Somebody kicks a door in on me while I'm taking a shit.
Right.
Ninja Star.
I really
Ninja
want.
Star.
I really want a samurai sword so bad.
Fuck yeah.
I have one.
I know you.
I have
really?
I have a couple.
I'm
I'm actually getting ready to teach my boy how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to teach him to fight with a
If
sword?
somebody comes into my house,
he wanted to, and I pulled a Braveheart line on him. I was like, first you need to learn how to use this, and then I'll teach you how to use one of these.
How cool was it when you said it?
And
did
it
you
was-
feel super
I thought
cool?
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was
There
all
could
right.
be only one. Now, poor Scotty's head's going to roll. We're going to
That's
be doing
fine.
this show with this
Did
kid
you tell
one
him when
day.
you draw the
Right.
blade that you have to draw it for blood?
No.
There has to be blood on the blade
we
when you
don't
put
do
it
that.
away?
No, we don't do that.
That'd be so much fucking
No.
cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
That's what I say.
That's more
Same
of a,
way with a
that-
gun. If I pull a gun, somebody's dying.
Well, that's more ninja type thought and more
Is it?
school of thought. Yeah,
Oh,
than
I thought it was a
actual
samurai. thing.
samurai.
I don't know. It's pretty fucking cool regardless.
That's just the last resort. If I have to pull a weapon, if it's got to the point that I have to pull a weapon, we are well past any kind of negotiation.
Well, see, that's the whole. So if you got to think about, like, for us, samurai would be like a western running out and about. For them, samurai was like the old west.
We need to have a mashup movie.
As a kid, I always felt an attraction to like that part of the world. Like I always loved martial arts, and I loved like Japanese architecture, the way they build their houses and their artwork, and
It's
like,
unique.
Japanese gardens are fucking beautiful.
There's a Japanese garden in St. Louis.
I've always felt like I always have felt an attraction to that part of the world, which probably tells me that I probably in a past life
I think
was
that
from
too.
that part of the world.
We should talk about that real quick.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got? Some new,
so
you got some new
just
shit?
just from nothing
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
But just from like thoughts and feelings, like where do you think you were in a past life?
Well-
And then that can also like lead into like for me, I feel like yes, I was in that part because I was attracted to it as a kid, but I have a really strong attraction to ancient Egypt and
Yeah, me too.
Rome, and I have this real strong pull to Ireland for some reason.
Really?
I don't know if it's Ireland or Scotland. I don't know which.
Yeah.
But I have
you're angry and like to drink.
I have like this pull towards a certain point in time to that. Like I dream about things. At least I used to.
Yeah.
I would dream about specific times in history, but it would be like Like, for instance, you just take a step through a doorway and you're boom in somebody else's life and history.
Wouldn't that be cool?
My dreams were fucking rad back in the day, dude. I miss them.
If I had to guess...
How are you going to go over there and play that great Scottish music? Oh, wait. I'm Irish. What am I talking about? It's not Scottish music. It's Irish music.
I forgot.
I forgot what accent I was doing.
Dude, I don't know, but I fuck with the Greek mythology thing. Like, I got really involved in that as well. Like, it hit a niche for me that I was just like, fuck,
so
this is cool
the
as
Greek
fuck.
mythology turned me onto it all, but I don't feel that pull towards it like I do others.
Yeah.
Oh, like, I love, like all the different gods and shit like that.
Yeah, the Pantheon.
We've talked about this on the show before, but if I could pick any, time period to go back into, not to actually be a person that lived in this time period, but just to go back and see what the fuck they were up to.
Gotcha.
Ancient Egypt, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be the first place I would want to go
Really?
to.
Is that more of an
Man,
interest or more of a curiosity, do you think?
I'd say they're like almost like a hand-in-hand type deal.
If we knew as much about it as we said American history, would you then still feel the same way?
For sure.
Or is it the mystery of it that attracts you?
Oh, the mystery is huge because even to this day, we could not build those structures.
No, they moved things that we can't.
They were aligned.
Even begin
They were
to move
aligned
now.
perfectly
Aliens.
north.
Man, work so hard that the future thinks you had alien.
How many?
help.
Hey, how many blocks?
Oh my
how many
God, that's
blocks
cool
do you
as
think
fuck.
make up the Great Pyramid? Guess how many
Oh,
blocks?
God,
That's a lot.
It has to be hundreds of thousands.
Speaking of, they
Yes,
just
yes.
found a new underground chamber at one of the pyramid complexes.
I'm gonna say I don't know, like 500,000.
Scott, how many blocks you think there are on the Great Pyramid?
There's a fucking lot. I've looked this up
10?
before.
10.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out a ridiculous number.
Give it a shot, Biscuit.
Less than
In
5.
the Great Pyramid, how many blocks?
This
are
is
there?
my. This
325,326.
You guys both undershot the shit out of it. I believe it's 2.3 million.
Nice.
Blocks?
Yeah, and
Granite blocks
weighing,
that were
weighing
mined,
between 2 and 30
quarried,
tons each.
Put
Weighing
on a
between
put on a gigantic boat and shipped down the Nile.
That'd
many
be
was it?
that
But see that-
2.3 million of them.
Oh,
But
But see, like
by
things
these
were
fucking
different back in the
savages?
day.
But they're
Like, if you
just
look
and
at it.
they didn't have iron. They
The-
were in the Bronze Age.
The pyramids
Think
were
of that.
coated with limestone.
Yeah, they were
so
white.
so that when the sun shone on them, they lit the fucking place
They
up.
were white.
I would
and
love to go
smooth.
see the Great Pyramids,
like
for
in,
sure.
in their heyday.
Well,
Yeah.
there's talk
No,
that they
like
had,
even now.
There's talk that
regardless.
they
yeah,
had
for sure.
batteries back then too. Now.
Yeah, that they were
Yeah.
power plants. Yeah.
Well, not that. No. I'm talking. So, have you guys heard of the Baghdad battery?
Oh yes, of course.
No.
So it's basically a jar full of acid.
I'll pull up an image of it.
And by acid, I mean like it could be vinegar or like a fermented
Some sort of
apple or some kind of
acidic-y type deal. Yeah.
And they basically had 2 jars and they wired them together, and the arc of the wire, because of the chemical reaction, would cause light. And so
I wonder if that's how they cut the blocks. They just fucking did a whole bunch of them.
It kind of
and,
makes
like,
me wonder if that's how they didn't
like a plasma cutter.
Because you don't see any kind of. Well, is that there you go. There's the Baghdad battery.
Yeah.
You don't see any kind of lamp marks like oil soot marks in the Great Pyramids.
That's right. That's true.
How
So
did they paint all of that in the dark?
they were not using fire to light that place
They weren't.
up with.
They weren't lighting it up with fire. What were they using?
Yeah.
Flashlights.
Maybe one of those.
Possibly a
and
Baghdad
you
battery.
see stuff in their hieroglyphics that basically point to one of these.
Here's what they look like
there you go.
in the hieroglyphics.
And
these
see, that's
things
what the
right here.
hieroglyphics show.
They're not huge chainsaws or dicks.
What if you've
It does look
got
like a
2
vagina, I'm
But what if they're giant light bulbs?
Well,
What if you have 2 giant light bulbs?
that's
Pussy been inspiring motherfuckers ever since the Egyptian time.
Mother.
I'll tell you what.
Dude, that's some cool shit.
And there's one right there. You can see it even broken down.
Let me tell you guys one other cool thing about the Great Pyramid. It is a exact replica to a smaller scale of the Earth. In terms of if you take the height and multiply it by 42,000, I believe is the number, it will give you the height of the Earth from north to south. And then if you do the same thing from one side to the other side, it gives you the circumference of the Earth. And here's the crazy thing: the Earth is wider around the equator than it is from north to south, and they actually accounted for that in the Great Pyramid.
Well, I mean, when you think about pyramids, they start off wide. They end up narrow.
See, that shit just fucking...
So
those guys were smart. They knew
were on
something.
some shit.
Yeah, they knew something. A lost
I just think
art.
we're not giving them credit enough. There's some kind of lost art that we just don't know about.
I'll agree with that.
Guaranteed.
So Scotty, have you
Guaranteed.
watched any of the Ancient Apocalypse thing on Netflix yet? The Graham Hancock, the Graham.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I need to.
I've been watching that. You guys should watch that, man. It's awesome. So his theory, and it basically has been proven at this point, is that there was an asteroid impact, and that humans previously, before that event, had reached
a level
of sophistication, and then we nearly got wiped out, and we basically had to start from scratch
The
again.
only ones that fucking survived were the fucking dumb ones.
The hunter-gatherers.
No,
which
the
is
ones who fucked all the time.
Well, but the
they didn't have any smarts about them. They could just reproduce.
Yeah.
So
You're the breeders.
every ancient religion, they all have a great flood story. That explains it.
And the meek inherit the earth.
Because if an asteroid fucking hit the Earth in the middle of the ocean, it would literally flood entire continents or portions of continents
haven't they
overnight.
said the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs would cause like mega tsunamis?
Yeah, that was 65 million years ago, but the one that we're talking about is
like
12,800
like
years ago.
Idaho would have got hit by a wave.
And it lines up perfectly.
Ah, damn.
It lines up perfectly with when Atlantis supposedly flooded.
Dude, that's some cool shit.
The timing of that, and literally every ancient religion has a great flood story, and they all point to this event that we now know happened. There was an
something
asteroid strike.
happened.
I used to think that the great flood stories were just some made up bullshit, but turns out no, they were on some shit. Like
Now,
that actually more than likely happened.
The whole floodplain, the Mesopotamia floodplain, like there's a whole area of people and a time like where you can go back and reference where they'll be talking about this whole area went underwater and these people just started showing up,
Yeah,
that's the great flood from the Bible.
Yeah, they talk about that in that ancient apocalypse thing. Like he actually goes and like follows, there's like these ancient roads, and and if you follow them, they go right into the sea. And so he went and scuba dived and excavated all of that shit.
I've seen that stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. There's this place, I can't remember where it is. I want to say it's like in Turkey, maybe, of all these underground caverns that were dug out that at their peak held like 20, 30,000 people, and that
and they don't know why.
Well, now they think that the asteroid is why.
Because
they
the
took
same,
cover.
if I remember right, the same thing was discovered in was it China? It wasn't Japan. It was China, where they found an underground cavern that could hold like thousands of people.
Yeah,
like
man.
a ridiculous amount of people, and it had art and everything on the ceilings, and they had no idea who it was. They were doing some kind of underground like mining thing, and they broke through into this cavern and found this.
God, you
old
imagine
ass.
that shit? You're like one day you're just.
But then
digging
because
a
it's
fucking...
China, they wiped it all clean.
So the original theory was that they built these things to hide from invading armies. But the thing about that is that people could only live in there for about 2 weeks before it would eventually become unlivable. So it makes more sense that this was, okay, there was a major event.
Like a shelter.
We need to get underground for a couple weeks until it's safe to come back out.
We need to shelter.
Yeah, that's the theory. And it all lines up perfectly. It's some fascinating shit, man.
Dude, it is. It's overwhelming.
To build that.
How did they have tools to build it?
They probably saw it coming.
They
probably had some way of seeing it coming that we just don't give them credit for it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I think. I think nowadays we're so selfish in like our views that we feel now we are so smarter than our ancestors.
Yeah.
But they were actually like the ones that were like, you guys are fucking
Well, look in
dumb.
Australia when we had that big tsunami not too long ago, and all the animals and the Aboriginal people picked up and moved inland, and all the English people, the normal
The rest of us are like,
modern folks, right? Especially in Japan and China, they got washed out to sea.
Yeah, man.
Nobody there, none of the originals, no, the original inhabitants, none of the animals, no nothing got.
Said y'all
got
motherfuckers
taken.
ain't leaving. Deuces.
Well, what do they know that we don't? What are they listening to? What are they following that we're not anymore?
Well, the other
tons of shit to start off with.
Yeah.
The other thing about all of these old places that they've been excavating is they also reference that so it's believed that it was the Taurid meteor stream.
Yeah.
was the event that that caused this to happen, which we pass through the torrid meteor stream twice a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming up, isn't it?
Actually, it just ended.
Oh,
It's like end of October
Okay.
to early November. But they actually reference that in these huge megaliths, and they reference it happening again in the future.
Man,
shit,
it's gonna happen.
Which is why I'm super excited that NASA pushed a fucking asteroid out of the way the other day with that.
Yeah.
With that fucking device.
It's called the
that
DART.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't remember. We watched the video of it.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah,
didn't we? Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah.
So
that was cool.
But here's this thing, though, man. Is like a lot of times we don't discover them until it would be way too late for us to do some shit like that.
It's like just saying something just fucking passed us.
That's why that DART program's all the more important, man.
Yeah, well, and we'll get better with it.
Yep,
like we do with all the other. Oh, did you guys see they're gonna send people officially? They're gonna send people back to the moon in 2024. I think.
No, I didn't.
I think they're gonna send some. I think there's going to be at least one female. I know I saw that.
Artemis
it'd be the first,
1.
It'd be the first woman to walk on the moon.
Artemis 1 was
Really?
the first test launch of an unmanned spaceship on a NASA rocket, so it's our first attempt.
Yeah, and
it's our first attempt at our own method back into space.
Yeah,
Up until
and-
now, we're doing it on Russia's dime.
Yeah, and that's kind of their practice for the
Yep.
moon thing, right?
And if this one all goes smoothly, then the next several will be manned. But yeah,
or
Artemis.
woman, actually.
Hey, what are we going to the moon for?
Why have
I
we
don't know
not
why. Yeah.
been back? That's
Bingo.
what I want to know.
That's what I want to know. Why the fuck haven't we gone back?
Why didn't
What
we
is
go
there?
back? Why did we stop?
What's there?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like once you go to the moon once, you've been there 100
Okay,
times.
no, not really, because if you think about it, the only side of the moon that we all see is what's locked and visible to us. So there's a whole dark side of the moon that we don't see.
But wouldn't that just be so insanely cold?
It would be, but at the same time,
You're in a spacesuit, so it's cool.
you're all you'd have to have your own atmosphere
Would it
anyway.
be-
So cold's not going to be a problem.
Would it
If
be-
you want to hide something from somebody, that's where you go.
Would it be colder than Antarctica?
Probably. Oh, it's
Oh,
space.
I think, yeah,
absolutely.
space.
You mean on the dark side of the moon?
Yeah.
I would certainly
Absolutely.
think so. Yeah,
I don't know.
because it never
Plus-
gets sun. It literally
Plus,
never gets
the
sun.
side of the sun that we're always facing. All you got to do is hide something there too, because it's so bright on our end. And that's when we just learned not too long ago that we've missed a whole slew of planets because they're in the path
that
of the
zone.
sun,
Yeah.
and we can't see it. Well, now they've detected a method to see them,
Which is awesome.
to quote unquote see them.
Yeah, because that's the same with asteroids that we don't
Yes.
see until it's too late.
And that's
Usually it's
exactly
because
what
the
it
sun
was.
obscures
Space,
them.
space is fucking.
That's
just
exactly
the
what it
most
was.
Insane fucking thing.
You have to
Absolutely.
think in 3, almost 4 dimensions, man.
It
Oh
goes-
yeah, because
gum
up and
gun.
down is not a thing.
Right.
That's the thing people forget is
Yeah.
there's no up and
There's no up, down.
down.
Yeah.
That's wild to think about, just that notion right there, and just
Absolutely.
how infinite everything.
You ever
fucking-
seen that Star Trek movie, the second
No.
one?
Nope.
Okay, so there's a
Fucking
Star
Dave
Trek
coming in
movie.
aggressive. No.
Hey, Dave woke up this morning, chose violence. So there's a Star Trek movie at the very beginning where these dudes are like, they're out and about in spacesuits, and some guy shows up and he kills them, and you just have all these droplets of blood floating. That's literally what it would look like if somebody got killed, or you opened up a soda or something. It would just be droplets everywhere.
Yeah.
And then when gravity kicks in, it just.
Yeah.
Poof.
Space is fucking weird, man.
Dude, space in the deep ocean.
Black holes are weird. Yeah.
Boys.
Honestly, I'm more scared of the ocean than I am of space.
2 words for you: space sex.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Two
though,
words
man.
right, made in America.
There's
That's a. I hadn't even.
There's
really
no
thought
up,
about
there's
that.
no down. I'm
Could
just
you
saying.
get pregnant in space because there's no gravity? Like there's certain
Oh, fuck,
things.
dude. Did you get stuck in the chute? That would fucking suck, bro.
You don't think?
Dude, that would suck.
You don't
Like a
think you could
fucking-
impregnate a woman in space?
I'm not sure, man, because there's certain things you can't eat in space.
That's
because of the
true.
gravity. There's certain things like soda, for example.
Dude, you have to put your wiener in a tube if you want to go pee.
Listen, man. If the space program needs me to see if we can impregnate a woman in space, I'll do it. 'Cause I
The
love
Davy
my country.
train is here for science.
I love my country, bro.
I love my country and I love science. Who's fucking?
The Davy train's here for science, man.
Science is
Oh,
cool.
my
though.
God.
Science is cool. Space is cool.
Dude, space just overwhelms me.
I'm just waiting for Dave's wife to like punch him into space and then just show up there, right?
It'll happen eventually.
Smash.
Davy Train, have sex now.
I love how Dave's just surrounded by badasses. There's his grandpa, then there's his
Dude,
wife.
right?
I think we're
Biscuit.
We're getting into some psychological.
You know,
stuff
but at
here.
the
We're
same
having-
time, after that Rainbow Man, Dave's turning into a badass.
Dave is slowly transforming into
I'm
a
trying.
mixture.
I'm
the
trying.
ass of bad.
I'm always gonna have that soft, sensitive side, though. You guys can't get rid of that.
Oh, wait a minute! Before we play us off tonight, we got something else we got to talk about.
What?
I mean, it's only the final match
Let's
of the
talk about
goddamn
it.
Cannabis
The Cannabis Cup. Who can forget? What do we got? What's our final? We got Mike Tyson, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, give me some badass music.
Oh, some badass music. Hell.
Give me something badass.
I'll try to give you something a little bit,
That pussy shit.
I'm trying to get you some rock, but most of my shit is very chill over here.
All right.
You've done it before.
That'll work.
Oh, nice, and we can pop bottles on.
Hold on, let me.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, well, you know what? Why don't I just play? Hold on, I let you down.
Tyson weeds, Sandra
Hold on.
garlic bread, and gorilla pie.
Hold on, buy me a sec. Buy me a second here. Hold on.
Buy me a second.
Buying time on the old
Buying
77.
time on the old 77.
Hey, kids, look, it's a distraction.
This is what's called live radio and ill preparedness.
Ill prepared.
We just want to remind you here on the Old 77, while Dave's checking things out, that patreon.com/the Old 77 podcast gets you exclusive after-hours content.
Get shit like this.
That's right.
We are currently in the finals. This is it. This is the grand sheboygan.
That's right. And ladies
of the
and
Cannabis
gentlemen,
Cup.
It's live tonight. Pay-per-view, technically, kind of speaking, because it's the Old 77.
You are paying for it.
The final match of the 2022 Old 77 Cannabis Cup. It's a triple threat match. It's going to be Mike Tyson versus the ringer Sandro Garlic Bread taking on Vivid Gorilla Pie in a three-way match for the championship.
Somebody say three-way.
Tonight. On the Old 77 After Hours, only one can win. There can be only one, and all that good shit. We're gonna crown a winner tonight and get on some different shit next week.
Nice. Out. Wow, man, motherfucker, out.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, man, we're in the. Somebody woke up today and chose violence, man. I mean it. All right, let's do this cup thing, man.
Okay.
Let's do this shit.
Smoke some weed.